Stranger, this forest is cursed. A caution, my friend. If you're following this road, know that Dellen's Mill is lost. The land's turned against us. Spriggans and imps have overrun the mill. My family and I escaped, but the rest of the villagers weren't so lucky. I don't know. There might be a way to help the other villagers. A group of women showed up as we fled, threw spells around, and called themselves the Weird Sisters. They helped us escape. Maybe they know what's going on out there. I'm taking my family to Daggerfall. We'll be safer there. Our friends and neighbors, they were trapped by the imps. There was nothing we could do but run for our lives. Thank you, my friend. You're certainly braver than I am. I'm sad to admit. Shay or curse me, but I have no idea. Dellen's Mill is always focused on our work. We don't get involved in politics or feud with our neighbors. Of course, chopping down trees could make a Spriggan angry, I suppose. Well, not since I've lived in Dellen's Mill. Come to think of it, those strange vines that recently sprung up are new. I couldn't cut them even with my finest axe. You'll see them soon enough. They're especially thick up north. You can't miss them. They're all twisted and diseased looking. I'd suggest staying far away from those awful vines. They're nothing but trouble, of that I'm sure.
That should come in handy.
Your help in this matter is greatly appreciated. Soon the land shall return to normal and the creatures of the forest will settle down. The forest is enraged, filled with hatred. We tried to calm it as we always have before, but our magic falters. Never have the elemental spirits refused to answer our calls. The grass, the trees, the very earth itself, they're dying. For now, our purpose is to defend the villagers from these creatures. I can construct a simple ward to protect the mill, but we are far from the weird tree. I shall require a focus. Take this creature, born and bound to the essence of Aetherius, and let it guide you to what I need. Hopefully, it will find enough to establish the ward. Let this torch bug fly where it will. Let it guide you to the essence of Aetherius. It will find the soil that is most pure and draw out what I need for my focus. The weird tree, the spirit that gives life to this land. My sisters and I are Beldama Weird. We serve the weird tree. We came here to discover why anger infests this part of the forest. No, and that worries me. The forest no longer speaks to us. We sensed that something was wrong, and that's why we came here. But beyond that, we are at a loss as to how to make things right. I mourn the creatures you were forced to kill. They usually aren't so aggressive. May the essence of Aetherius protect us all. Now please, stand back. I must perform the ritual of wording. Oh, I hope this works. There. I think that's done it. Come with me. Good. It worked. That's a perfectly fine ward, if I do say so myself. That ward will buy us some time. Now we have to figure out what to do next. Agreed. The mill is safe for now, but we need to get the villagers out of here. My sister Johanna has a plan to help the villagers, but we need your assistance. If you're willing to help us, please talk to her.
Who are you to nonchalantly walk through flames and forest? You smell of the city of stone. Have you come to cleave our forest? Rip up our soil? Haven't the spirits already been enraged enough by your kind? So you say. My sisters and I serve the Beldama Weird. We have a duty to uphold. You? I don't know your true intentions. Still, we could use the help of someone who isn't quite as attached to the forest as we are. You might prove useful after all. My sister Olina is still out there, probably trapped somewhere between the fires and the enraged forest creatures. The fires burn, our sister is missing, and the villagers are dying. Something needs to be done. Get everyone back here and we can keep them safe. For a while. In the meantime, we'll work on what to do next. And make sure you put those fires out. This building won't provide much protection if it burns to the ground. Isn't it obvious? The people of the City of Stone caused this. They have no regard for the natural world. Nature only bends so far before it begins to suffer. Then it reasserts itself. Nature always prevails. That's why the vines appeared. The vines. They started appearing weeks ago, bursting through the soil and spreading throughout Glenumbra. We've never seen such vines before, and even the weird tree was engulfed by the strange growths. Whatever's happening, no one is safe. We are the Witches of the Weird. We serve the Weird Tree and the forest as our home. If this was Breton against Breton, we would not get involved. But something unnatural caused this. The forest has been wounded, and that concerns the Beldama Weird. We stand apart, but we aren't heartless. No one deserves to die for something they haven't done.
No more! Mura will not stand for it! You won't hurt any more of Mura's friends! These creatures show up in the night, try to take everything from Mura. This one has worked hard to make friends, find people who would accept her. Mura will not allow these beasts to kill her friends. Do you speak the truth? Mura thought everyone was dead. Now you tell me good news, and hope fills this one's heart. Mura has heard tales of the witches who roam the west. Some good, some bad. This one will not turn down help, though, yes? Mura will find her way back to the mill. Just let one of those creatures get in this one's way.
I thought I was the last one left out here. Well, get up here and fight beside me. Today is a glorious day to die. Every last one of the damn things that got too close. A Nord never gives up, and a Nord never backs down from a fight. I'll keep fighting and swinging my axe until my arm falls off. And then I'll find a way to fight some more. I'm not afraid to die, stranger. But I might as well do it while defending the village. Thanks for the help. I look forward to fighting at your side back at the mill.
Just stay with me. We'll get out of this somehow.
My daughter. She can't be gone.
Gone. I'm sorry. But we have to extinguish these fires somehow. Otherwise, we're going to join her. Did my sisters send you to aid us? May the Mother Spirits guide us. I tried so hard, but I wasn't able to save more than this single villager. I'll make sure we both get back to the mill.
No! My beautiful daughter. Please say something. You have to be all right. You have to be.
We have to go. We can't stay here any longer. Your daughter's gone.
We can't just leave her here like this. I have to say goodbye. Wait. What are you doing? What's happening?
I don't want to die out here. You've got to help me! Injured? Injured? What does that matter? Everyone's dead! I think I'm the only one left. Survivors. I'm not all alone? Oh, thank the eight. I have to get to the mill and see who else is still alive.
It's, good you got here when you did. You were much more, merciful than I was about to be to those creatures. Ha! Better than those imps after I get through with them. Assuming you didn't kill them already. You did. Kill them all, I mean, didn't you? The mill, of course. Well, if I do run into any hostile creatures along the way, they'll regret the day they decided to invade our village.
Perhaps I was too quick to pass judgment on you. These people, including my sister Olina, owe you their lives. The remaining fires should burn out soon. You did what you could, but the forest's rage has ravaged this village. It's terrible, for sure. But a small part of me is thankful that these saws won't operate again. My sisters and I should be able to open a path to safety, but we'll need your help again to make this work. We can travel along the roots of the Weird Tree. That's how we were able to get here so quickly. but there's some kind of corruption in the soil, and now that path is blocked to us. The roots need to be nourished with pure energy. Nothing is more pure than life itself. We can use the life force of the creatures to nourish the roots of the weird tree. Kill one of the creatures near each root. Their life essences should provide the power we need to get the villagers out of here. Look for the roots of the weird around the mill. Remember that those creatures must give up their lives near the roots, or the roots won't absorb their life essences. Any creature you kill away from a root is a life extinguished for no reason. The weird tree sustains us. From its roots, we draw strength. From its leaves, we find comfort. Its roots stretch through all of Nirn, and thus its power touches everything.
I'm here for you.
We were able to get all the villagers through the portal. They're safe in our camp for now. I should return to our camp and help protect the villagers. My sisters will continue to look into the madness that occurred here. Perhaps you could help them, if you have an interest. You have earned my respect, Stone Dweller. Thank you. Speak to Helene. There are still questions that require answers.
I didn't want to say anything with all these poor people around. They've already gone through so much. But after studying the situation, I think I know what's going on in the forest. The weird tree, the spirit that gives life to this... No, and that worries me. The forest no longer...
there is pain and shame and darkness. This will not finish me.
Stranger, a word. You look like the courageous type. I have an opportunity. You're sober, aren't you? Good. Are you interested in taking on a contract? Nothing too dangerous. My father, Lord Dial, hired a group called the Daggers to investigate the harpy threat. But they've been gone too long, and I'm beginning to worry. We don't want any blood on our hands when this is all over. Well, I need you to go and find them. You can take the one dagger who managed to find his way back to camp with you. He can fill you in on the details. I'd send my guards, but then they wouldn't be protecting me. I'm sure you understand.
Yes! Yes!
You're going to help me find the rest of the daggers? I'm not sure you're dagger material. Your hands look kind of soft and delicate. Like you've never beaten anything into submission with your own two fists before. The daggers were hired to help Lord Deal gather research about the harpies. We get him what he needs and we get paid. Simple as pie. But now the rest of the daggers are missing. We need to find them and make sure our first mission is a success. Harpies, eggs, whatever we can bring back so Lord Deal can figure out why these birds have become so violent lately. We have to find the missing daggers. Gelvin, our leader, and the Remley brothers. We find them and help them finish their jobs. And while we're at it, we look for the Queen Birdie, Fowling. She's a vicious killer and she needs to be dealt with. We shouldn't dawdle, so make it quick. We're an odd bunch, that's for sure. Gelvin found each of us either drinking away our troubles or begging for gold on the streets of Daggerfall. We were good for nothing and all but forgotten. Gelvin wanted to change that. A few of us tried to join the city guard or hook up with the Fighters Guild. Truth be told, they wouldn't have us. We weren't good enough for them. So we formed the Daggers to show them that they're wrong. I vowed that I would always face my opponents as an equal. If an enemy came at me with a sword, I would meet his blade with one of my own. The Harpies fight with claws. How could I go up against them with anything more than the fists nature gave me? Sharp and natural. They don't wield weapons, so neither will I. I will fight them head-on, fists against claws, and I will do so with honor. Lord Deal's guards were in the city, looking to hire some muscle. They found us in the Rosy Lion, celebrating our newly formed partnership. We needed a job. Lord Deal needed some help, and here we are. Well, not really. We were talking about how we needed to find a job, and suddenly Lord Deal's men were making us an offer. We took it as a sign that we were doing the right thing. The daggers were going places. This is a fresh kill. Be alert. Whatever did this could be watching us.
how in the 8 do you expect to trap a flying harpy with a trap set on the ground? You're an idiot. You know that, right?
You know I hate it when you yell at me, brother. Now calm down and help me figure out how to get a harpy to trip a wire on the ground. Huh. I see the problem now.
Looks like we found the Remley brothers.
By Stendar, I thought we'd have this figured out by now. We're supposed to be the Dagger's gadgeteers, after all. I never knew harpies could be so tricky.
Did Lord Deal send you? Well, there's nothing new to report except that my brother is an idiot. Armo placed dozens of traps and he just realized something. Harpies don't walk. Now we're trying to figure out how to salvage the situation. We're trying to capture a few of these creatures. Lord Deal wants to observe the harpies and see if they demonstrate any odd behavior that might explain the recent acts of aggression. But we're still working on our traps, as you can see. We've got some throwing snares. The only problem is the damn harpies are too strong. They need to be weakened before you hit them with the throwing snares. I may have a sword, but I'm not a fighter. That's too dangerous an approach for me. Lord Deal said a few. So 4, I'd say. Yes, 4 harpies should do. If this works, please tell his lordship that we gave you the traps, all right?
Wait, is that Gelvin up there? What in Malakath's name is he tangled up in?
Thank you, old friend. Thought I was going to become bird food before you got here. Hello. That was a bit of a predicament. The Remley brothers do set a good trap, I must say. That one trussed me up tight. But now that you're here... Wait a moment. Who are you? Help. The Daggers don't need any... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the leader of the Daggers, and we don't have a clue as to what we're doing out here. If you're willing, we'd appreciate any help you care to provide. I was collecting unhatched harpy eggs to bring back to camp. One of the things Lord Deal needs to complete his research. I got 1 egg, but we need to collect a few more. In the nests above, be gentle with them. I don't want the hatchlings to come to any harm. I'm going to rest a moment and then head back to camp. With the gold his lordship pays us, the daggers can really make a go of this mercenary thing.
That's all that Lord Deal asked us to do. Let's head back, but I want to have a chat before we enter the camp. Wonder why Lord Deal is so interested in keeping these things alive. What can you learn when a damn harpy is trying to peck your eyes out? This is a good spot. Let's talk here before we return to the camp. Listen, you've helped the daggers, a lot, and we appreciate it. But before we go back to camp, I need to make sure you understand something. Gelvin has a good head and a good heart. Always puts the daggers first and keeps us on the right side of the law. Of course, that's part of the reason we're still struggling. Sometimes mercenaries can't be too choosy about the jobs they take. This Lord Deal, something's not right with him. Why does a noble care about harpies? But whatever, it doesn't matter. The daggers need to get paid. If not, our mercenary group collapses, and we're all back to the streets, again. You're not listening. I'm saying that it doesn't matter. He could be a saint or Molag Bal himself. What matters is that we get paid so the daggers can stay together. Got that? Now let's get back to camp.
You can't keep them like this, Lord Deal. They're in pain.
I can do what I like with them. After all, I'm the one investigating why these birdies have become so very, very angry.
Ugh. When Gelvin gets back, he won't stand for this. Greedy, ignorant, ugly son of a mammoth's ass. That Deal can go leap in the river.
Is there something I can help you with? His lordship keeps me...
You walked into the Crypt of Hearts? Oh, his lordship has a plan, but that's nothing new. He has plans coming out his ears. But this one might actually work out this time. Oh, you know, a plan. To, save Daggerfall from the Harpies. Yeah, that's it. You know what? You ask too many questions. Talk to his lordship if you want to get involved. Something's not right. Gelvin hasn't returned yet, and Lord Deal's getting more and more impatient. By Azura, he doesn't look like he intends to do much research either. I think he likes to watch those creatures suffer.
I didn't realize the Harpies would be in so much agony. They hate being trapped like that. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about all this. No, you're back. Much more reliable than those damn daggers. I don't see their leader, Gelvin. He didn't come back with you? More gold for the rest of you, I suppose. Now hand over the eggs, please. I believe we already covered that. Now let me have a look at these beauties. Oh, so round and smooth. Well, oval, really. I'll begin studying these eggs right away. Wait a moment. Where's the other egg? I was promised 5 harpy eggs, not 4. Didn't they teach you to count? There will be no deal without 5 eggs. 5. No more, no less. Imbeciles! Then I suggest you find that bootless lout and get it back. There will be consequences. These are my eggs. Let his sister know that if Gelvin doesn't return, I will have his right hand cut off for stealing from a noble. Dealing with fools and idealists makes me thirsty. I need a drink.
Greedy, ignorant, ugly son of a mammoth's ass. That deal can go leap in the river. I wish I knew. The rest of the daggers made it back, but there's been no sign of my brother. I had my doubts about getting involved with Lord Deal. I just wish I'd told Gelvin about them. But who are you anyway? Why do you care about any of this? Well, you helped my brother and his daggers so far. I only hope we can continue to count on your support. So, listen. I heard Deal's threats. His claim is ridiculous, but he has gold. Paying guards to support a false accusation is easy enough. I think I know where you can find my brother. Whether you agree with Gelvin, me, or the bastard Deal over there, we need to find Gelvin and that egg. I don't want to see... There's a house on an island directly west of this camp. That's where we first met with Lord Deal. I could see that Gelvin was very interested in the place. I'll give you a head start before I tell Deal about it. Now go. Find my brother.
You go and talk to him. I'll wait out here. Remember what I said. Daggers first, ideals second.
Something fishy's going on here. I think Lord Deal hasn't been entirely truthful with us. But how did you find me? Granette sent you, didn't she? I know. I was on my way back when I decided to investigate this place. When we first arrived, Deal and his sons came out of this building to greet us. I figured if there was any place to get any answers, it was right here. Nothing yet, but this whole situation feels off. I'm sure that his lordship hasn't told us the whole truth about the Harpy frenzy. Anyway, I'm not leaving this house until I find something that sheds light on what Deal is up to. You found something, didn't you? What is it? Tell me what you found. Let me see that. What in the name of... Lord Deal's been poisoning the Harpies the entire time. He orchestrated their frenzy, and he claimed he's been trying to help. He's been using us. It's tainted gold. The daggers don't operate that way. We're not common thieves that break the law just to fill our own pockets. This is a dangerous edge to walk, and it cuts both ways. I didn't want the daggers to start out like this. Well, we'd have to disband. We'd go our separate ways and hope we can find a way to feed our families. Damn it. This isn't an easy choice. I just can't accept that we'd get our start helping a noble do the wrong thing. Of course, you're right. Deal has to be stopped. I think I know what to do. And if all else fails, I've always been good at improvisation. You've done enough. Just keep Lord Deal busy. It's not up to you to finish this. That's work for the daggers. Even if it turns out to be our last job, we're going to do it right.
I'm working with someone else right now. Go get your own mercenary.
Gelvin's sister gave up his location so easily. Now where is that damn thief? And where in the 8 is my damn egg?
What did you say? How dare you? That's my property. You expect to get away with this?
I knew I shouldn't have put my trust in a bunch of low-life scum. You'll be in the hands of the Daggerfall Guard by the end of day. You think the Guard would believe you? Some street rats who lay a claim against a well-respected noble? You're dumber than you look. The Guard will chuckle as they lead you to the dungeons. Or maybe we'll just end this right now. You? Friends with the king? Oh, that's brilliant. Really, it is. You must dine with his family on a regular basis? Perhaps vacation together in the countryside? I'll give him your regards. It's a shame about your tragic accident and all. Guards! Guards! What in the Divine's name are you...
So Gelvin killed the bastard? I didn't think he had it in him. It still doesn't change the fact that he botched our entire deal. I told you to talk him out of it. Yeah, I figured that out. His lordship was also behind the whole Harpy menace thing too, wasn't he? Well, it's a good thing I decided not to count on Gelvin to turn a profit. I snatched this from the camp when no one was looking. It's not much, but a few gems are better than no gems at all. Why don't you tell Gelvin that you found it on his lordship's body? We don't want him to think I stole it or anything. Well, I trust you. Besides, I need to set these birdies free, and they're not going to be very happy when I do. You've dealt with enough dagger business for one day. Leave this to me. Go on, go on. I'll catch up later.
What do you think you'll make with that?
I'm sorry I failed you. Deal's gone, but I don't feel any better. These people depended on me and I failed them. I can't even do one job correctly. What do you mean? The pompous ass carried these around with him? That figures. Technically, we did complete the job. Wait, what am I saying? This isn't right. These gems don't belong to us. I thought the daggers were finished, but, well, looks like we have a future after all. Here, take this, for helping us finish the job. Consider it a small token of our appreciation. And you'll always have a place with the daggers if you want it.
I knew Gelvin would come through. We chose a good leader for the daggers.
Wait, does this mean I get to build more traps and gadgets now? This is most excellent news.
Thank you for helping my brother. I was worried there for a bit, but it looks like everything worked out in the end.